Okay, welcome back. And what I'm going to continue with now is again electrotechnical technology, building and structures, lighting circuits. Okay. Identify different types of electrical installations and systems. Now be aware of changes to your buildings and structures, systems and installations. Look for new additions or modifications to this. Okay. And where my unit 4 may have changed to something else, but the technology and the knowledge is still relevant. Okay. Again, here I'm just showing you what we've done previously. Okay, let me just pan back so we can make sure we get it fully in view. Okay. And here at the end of this session, you should be able to recognize different lighting circuits. Okay. Now I've shown you something like this already in one or two other views, but what I'm hoping to do is to expand on this a little bit, piece by piece. Okay. So here we have neutral to the light, phase. Okay, the fuse is always in the phase conductor. Okay. The way we came to name a circuit depends on the switching arrangements. The one-way switch controls one lamp. The switch wire is connected between the switch and the lamp. Okay. Nothing difficult about this whatsoever. Okay. All I'm looking at is recapping what we have done previously in some cases. Okay. So some of you may recognize it. And here we are. Okay. One-way switching with two lamps. Okay. Okay. Phase conductor is provide the feed to both lamps, so both lamps have the neutral coming to it. Okay. And so when you put this switch on, both lights will come on. Okay. In this case here, one-way switch, you will have this. When you put the switch on, it'll be in series. The problem here is that the current flowing through this lamp will be the same current flowing through this lamp. Now, what's the problem with that? What's the problem with that? If you try to put a larger lamp wattage in this one of these lamps, then you're going to find that they're going to go dim, because that larger bulb may demand more current than the circuit can provide. So what will then happen? Both lights will go dim. So you never put electrical circuit lighting in series. They are always done in parallel. Okay. And just panning back to make sure that we can get it into full view. Okay. Never in series, so you will never wire lamps like this. Okay, in any industrial or commercial entity. Okay? This is just showing you what not to do. Okay, and this is the correct process that should be applied. The supply is connected to the switch, and a neutral is connected to the lamps. It is a common neutral. The switch wire feeds both lamps, and they will come on together. The two lamps are connected in parallel so that the supply voltage appears across each lamp. Okay, that is correct. That would be incorrect. Okay, so please bear that in mind. That is the reason why I'm doing this again, so that you can see the difference from previous diagram I've shown you. Okay. And here we have our simple two-way switch. Okay. So if we wanted to put on another lamp on here, we will just simply extend our lamp from here or from the ceiling rows to our next lamp, and that will still be in parallel. You'll still bring on the lamp from wherever you like. So if we have it on top of the stairs or down the stairs, we can bring on two lights using this system, or more if need be. Okay. Two-way switching. Alright, two-way and intermediate lighting circuit. Intermediate lighting circuit. Okay, I call it two-way and intermediate lighting circuit. Here's your two-way switches, and that's your intermediate switch. Okay, these are your stroppers. So we could actually apply another intermediate switch and allow us to control more lights, or switching the lights on from different locations. Okay. Okay. And then we just pan back, make sure we can get it into view. Okay, I noticed that I have been panning back a bit in one or two of the videos, and I'm left wondering, am I going to bring the full thing into view? Okay, so yes, we can deal with that. Lighting circuits. Okay, the conduit trunking, looping, joint or junction box. Again, bear in mind there may now be more than 3 methods, so allow for that consideration, okay, of increase in variation of lighting circuits. Now again, conduit trunking. Conduit trunking is the easiest method because we can use single core cables. Now here, consumer unit, phase to the switches, and you'll see that phase to the switches. This is incorrect. We have the switch in the neutral, which is not correct. Okay, that should not be the case. Don't ever do that. Okay, so if you put the switch in the neutral, you're going to create a situation where there's a permanent live to the lamp. Now you're going to go up to this lamp, try to change the bulb, but find that it's still alive. That is incorrect. Don't ever do that. That process is not. This is the correct process to follow. Okay, your switches should be in your phase conductor at all times. We must make sure we supply switches and provide a neutral to the lamp. It is very important not to mix this up, otherwise there will be a permanent live at the lamp. Okay, and this is one of the reason why I'm now showing you this as the alternative options to what I've shown you already. Be aware, you need to be aware of this yourself at all times. It is your responsibility to make sure that all phase and neutral conductors are in the correct location. Looping method, or simply these would be coming in like junction boxes, and then you will drop off internally. So you can do this because you would take in a 2-core with CPC, twin and CPC conductor cable to here. That will simply formulate in the junction box. It will be your 3-plate system, of course. Okay, there is a permanent phase conductor and a neutral wire at each of the lamps. A further twin and CPC cables then run to each of the switches. we simply be controlling that from here, and I'm thinking that I should be able to bring that up in a moment to show you. Okay, but bear with me, I'm just going a little bit closer to make sure that I have got it in view. Okay, and pan back out a bit. Okay, and here is our connection for the looping method. I'm just going close here. Okay, can you see here? Okay, see, so here switch feed or switch wire. Okay, that would be your neutral block. This will be your cable coming up from the switch. Okay, it'll go through your lamp, and simply looping. This here is your live block, so you can simply tap off here and go run cables elsewhere. Okay, and your earthing conductors will be terminated at this point here. Okay, now remember that a cable would be fed from here down to the switch. From the switch, your other cable will come up to this point here to feed your lamp. Okay, your lamp would be connected across your neutral, your lamp would be connected across your neutral and your point here, and that will, when you make your switch contact elsewhere. Sorry, it's okay, I'm just trying to visualize it now at this point in time. Okay, you will then put a feed here through the lamp and through the neutral, and your light should come on. Okay, okay, I'm just trying to make sure now that I can get this thing to view. Okay, let me go up a little bit. Okay, now remember to read this yourself. Okay, and the support, but this is your 3-plate system. Okay, quite effective. And here we have switching arrangements. Okay, switching arrangement. Now all this is trying to show you is that the 3 core runs between the 2 switches and the twin cable from the lamp is connected to L1 and L2. Okay, it's simply trying to show you here how your connections would be made in your switch box. Okay, and it's showing you that when this cable here, when this switch is in that position, you have a contact across this position here, which will then put a feed to your lamp. Okay, now I'm just looking to see if there's something missing here from here. No, that's right. Remember, we're simply showing you the switching operation here, okay? We're not trying to show you anything else at this point. Vehicle runs between the two switches, and the twin cable from the lamp is connected to L1 and L2, okay? Phase conductor, and all this is showing us here that this is your switch wire which would be going to your lamp to make the connection in your two-way switching system, okay? And here the current cannot flow as there is no circuit. Now what it is trying to indicate is that both switches remain on the phase conductor. There is no connection between terminal 2 and 6 or terminal 3 and 6, which would then give you a supply, okay? Here the not flow, there is no circuit. The potential at 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be high when the switch is in this position. Here the current flows because we have now changed the switch position, so we have now current flowing through the switch. Here the current flows from 1 to 4. It then goes from 4 to 3 and then from 3 to 6 to 5 and then up the switch wire and the lamp turns on, okay? So here we're showing you how that process works, bearing in mind that we have the phase conductor coming down, which feeds this, which feeds that, which then goes through here, which then runs through there, and bam, turns on a light because the lamp would already be connected to the neutral conductor. Okay. Okay, let's just make sure we can get this this back. Okay. We can go into this. Now, can I get in any closer? Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. Okay, thank you. Let's see what we get on. Now, junction box. Now, we don't use junction boxes that much now, but it's useful to know if we need to, okay? Junction box method is not so widely used. Okay? We don't use junction boxes that often now. Very, very rarely. And it probably only in older houses that has not been rewired. This method brings all the cables to a common point and makes all the connections there, okay? But you will not take this much circuits off a junction box, okay? So please bear that in mind. You may need to use more than one junction box, but if you're going to be using more than one junction box, then you've got a problem. You will need to determine whether or not it's worth it or whether a full rewiring from the consumer unit would be more appropriate than just adding junction boxes, okay? Remember again, you must comply with the IEE regulations at all times. That is your Bible. Comply with it. And your on-site guide, read it, be familiar. Okay, joint boxes, junction boxes. Here we have, now here we've simply removed the earthing conductor to give you clarity, but that's where the earthing conductor would be terminated, okay, so bear that in mind. This will be adequate for small installations. You wouldn't use this for a socket outlet or so forth, okay? It will be too small. Okay, well, let's just go back a little bit, make sure we get this in and then come in. Come back, we go up. Okay. Okay, I thank you for your time. I hope you found this useful. Okay, and have a good day. Let me just check, make sure I'm on the last slide. I'm on the last slide. Okay, and thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye bye.